What kinding of lockdown is this?
Transformers Legacy United Deluxe Lockdown, however long it takes me to talk about it. For as much credit as we give Legacy for finally being the excuse Hasbro needed to have a reason to remake a lot of fan favorites, one thing that always irked me with the line was the lack of a story. Since the War for Cybertron trilogy show flopped as hard as it did, that made Netflix back off from doing another, which meant this was going to be a toy line without a story to support it. Man, did that hurt this line bad. Not the actual toys though, Lockdown here is pretty great. It surprised me by being the best version of this mold. Really thought I was only gonna get worse with Axo Grease, but you know, color me impressed, I really like this. Only one thing I do have to say here about Lockdown is, which version is this? Usually that gets answered on the front of the boxes, but who are you? Doing a little deductive work, this definitely isn't AoE Lockdown, because do I seriously need to explain how I got that answer? Also doesn't seem to be Cyberverse or animated either, so that just leaves one possible answer. This is a remake of the 2010 Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe class toy. How cool is that? Obviously this is a far different looking take than that original figure, but with the head sculpts being mostly similar, I guess that makes it the same character, maybe? I don't know, I'm kind of reaching here, but hey, a little modding with the guns could almost make him look as scrawny as that original did, so... Also, since this is being based off of a movie toy, does Lockdown here mark the first time a movie character was brought over to this side of Generations? A lot of cool stuff happening with this guy. Kinda wish it was more popular than it ended up being, but I guess that's what happens when you wind up a Walmart exclusive. Transformation is... yeah, I don't like it. I've never been a big fan of this transformation ever since that catastrophe I'm not going to refer by name again, but Lockdown here makes it slightly better by having competent build quality instead of falling apart like a bunch of Legos, with the end result being a very scary looking muscle car. I like it. The colors on this thing look so good with the black, green, and red mixing just right. And unsurprisingly, it's the same mold used from... you know who. Except this time, Lockdown wears it so much better, which makes you wonder why the previous release was as dogshit as it was, considering the work of art that followed it after. I don't know. Sold that thing forever ago, so my reasons to still think about that mistake are dwindling.